Oh, hello and welcome to my pitch for Death Penalty / Prima Maltese. So basically what I'm going to do in this production is I was planning to make a 12A rated horror film that actually works and works inside the actual film production. It works basically more on use of jump scares and lighting rather than gore, which is what I wanted inside a 12A. So the concept of Death Penalty will be set down a quiet road in Bishop Stortford. It's literally just over that way, but you won't obviously be able to see that. But the concept is, well, it's going to be at night on a quiet road, so that's how it's going to work. I found out for Death Penalty that my primary research shows that people are more scared of darkness, gore, which is blood and guts, and the monster itself, than actually people like just jumping out, like that. So it doesn't really work that way. So basically, what I'm saying is I decided to use darkness as my friend rather than my ally for the actual film, to create effect. So in Death Penalty, as you can see just here, it's got all of the explanations for what I was doing, like how it works, and this is just my really bad mind map, but that's basically the overview of it all. I don't know where I was. So my skills as well, I'm quite good in photography, I'm a good team leader, I know what I'm doing. I know what to do, I know how to do it, I'm good at what I've done, I'm good at what I can do, but I just need to work on my organisation. That's one of my weaknesses that I'll work on. So the concept for Death Penalty, Prima Maltese, is the film starts at the end with the protagonist basically sprinting across the field, which will add tension because the audience will be like, what the hell's going on? The protagonist, Michael Townley, is a casual teenager, 19 years old. He goes out to meet his friends quite a lot. Michael is heading to a friend's house party, so he's on his own driving. He gets lost, he's heading down a country lane. As he finishes a call from his friend, who's basically ringed him up on his phone, he receives an unknown text from an unknown number. Right, so all it reads on that text is Prima Maltese. Michael ignores, well, the actual message itself. So he continues down the road where he notices a figure dressed in black in the road. Michael stops and opens the door of his car. The figure's gone. So he pulls out his flashlight and he begins to search down the road. So basically turns around and the headlights on his car are off and he can't see anything in his car, so he sprints back to his car, right. There's a message taped on the windscreen, like written in blood, it says Prima Maltese. So he freaks out, he starts frantically searching inside his car, like where is this person, like what are they doing? And he can't find him, so he's like, oh, it's cool, turns around, flips the headlights in his car and goes to start it, and the antagonist is literally standing slap bang in front of the car. There would be a loud crash at the end, like a loud boom, and that would basically leave it there. So that's my idea. The main idea is to build up tension before a large jump scare throws you off balance, which basically, obviously, for a 12A is all I can really achieve in a horror film. Primary research conducted also shows that darkness helps to create more scare to the audience. So to create effective production, well, I influenced the idea of and use of darkness, used it to create the tension. My audio for the production was created by a group of friends. I do have the original file, even though my pitch was eventually discontinued. The idea was there, the music still stands, I still have all the relevant equipment if I needed to make the production. The location is placed, I already actually have permission by Hertfordshire District Council to actually record there. The narrative, it keeps it simple because in a horror film you don't want to hear somebody talking all the time. You don't want to hear somebody just chatting and nabbering away. It's easier to just keep more silence because the silence also helps play on the build on tension. So basically, the whole idea of Prima Maltese is to create an effective product that's based around 12, 8 and above year olds. My ideal target age range is 12 to 19 year olds who are looking for something to spice up their viewing experience. And if I can't get my idea, I'd rather be a producer because my main relevant skills as being a producer is that I'm effective, I know what I'm doing. I've done previous experience with projects such as Project Kryptonite. I've been producing before, I know how it all works, I know how to keep a team motivated because I'm a good team leader. So, because of my relevant experience in scouting and all of that, so I'm good in that area, but my weakness is always going to be organisation. So if I do a production with that, I'll have to sort it out that way. Finally, my other thing that I want to do is try something new and do basically makeup and design, costume design. So basically make up all the graphics and designs on people's faces all the makeup designs and create their costumes pretty much and make them look effective for the production. So that's pretty much my wrap. So this is pretty much me explaining about Purina Maltese death penalty. Thank you all for listening. If you have any questions to ask me, feel absolutely free.